We're going to do some prenatal yoga today. I'm so excited.
Awesome.
So take a nice deep inhale, raise your arms up, find your breath, and then as you exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. So you're having your feet nice and wide, wider than your shoulders. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And then just to warm up the spine, we're going to do sunflowers. So inhale, raise your arms up. And as you exhale, you're going to bend towards one side. As you bow forward, keep your knees soft, let your head hang. Turn your body as you come up to the other side. And same direction, we'll keep going 2 more times. As you go down, you exhale. As you go up, you inhale. Like a big sunflower. Exhale, going down 1 more time. Really focusing on feeling that nice big stretch as you fall down, and we'll switch directions. So exhaling to the other side as you fall forward. Knees are soft, head is heavy. Inhale, going up. Big stretch, exhale, going down. 1 more time. Nice big opening for the spine. Exhale, going down. And then we're going to pause here in the center. So knees are nice and soft, slightly bent. And you're going to let your arms and head hang down. And what you can do is just sway your body side to side, loosening up the lower back, loosening up your head and shoulders. And then take a nice deep inhale with your hands onto your thighs, arching your back, looking up. And as you exhale, you're going to round your back. So just a side profile here. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. Like a cat and cow stretch, but standing. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, rounding. And then inhale, rising up. Big stretch, exhale, hands at your heart. And we're just going to do a warm up for the legs as well. So with your knees wide, inhale, arms up. And then as you exhale, you're going to come into a low squat. Inhale, rising. Exhale, low squat. Again, inhale, pushing up through your heels. Exhale, and inhale. Awesome. And then from here, you're going to stay nice and low. So feel for your feet. So you're going to lift your toes, just so your toes, and you feel the balls of your feet pressing down. And you're sitting back into your heels as much as possible. And then from here, you're going to lift up just the heels. Stay nice and low in your squat. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your toes. 1 more deep breath. Exhale, lean forward, or sorry, just lean towards your toes. Stay nice and low. Nice warm up for the legs, and then release. Coming back up. And from here, opening up the knees, nice and wide, like in goddess pose. So inhale, and then exhale for goddess. You're going to bring your knees nice and wide, toes in the same direction as the knees. And we're going to alternate here, lifting one heel up, and then switch. 1 more time each side, and then switch. Awesome. Take your arms back behind, interlace your fingers, bring your toes inwards this time, heels wide, and then as you exhale, fall forward. So nice big hamstring stretch. Nice stretch for the shoulders and your chest. If this feels like it's too much for your shoulders, you can always just bend your elbows, keep them on your back. See what feels good for you. Nice big inhale. And then as you exhale, bend your elbows, rest your arms on your back as you slowly pull yourself up. Awesome. So you're gonna bring your right toe out to the side, left toe to the perpendicular to your body, and then bend your front knee for warrior two. So as you inhale, we'll extend both legs. Exhale, sink nice and low, warrior two. Again, inhale, and then exhale. We're gonna hold it here this time for 5 long, deep breaths. So as you inhale, you wanna think about lengthening through your spine. As you exhale, you're sinking nice and low. Think about that external rotation through your thigh. So we're feeling a nice hip opener here and working both quads evenly. One more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, side bend and go into your exalted. So reaching your top arm up, feeling a nice stretch for your side, back arm is resting on the back leg. Try to keep that front knee bent over the ankle as much as possible for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're gonna rest our elbow onto the thigh, top arm reaching up and over, looking on the inside of your elbow. And if you really wanna work a little bit more, feel free to take your hand to the floor on the inside of your foot, if possible. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So slowly come back into your warrior two. You're going to extend your front leg and go into triangle. So you're gonna reach, reach, reach as far as you can. Take your hand on the inside of your front foot or inside of your thigh, or show your calf muscle, and you're gonna look up to your thumb, open your chest for triangle pose. Pressing into both feet evenly and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So using your core, come up all the way, and we'll just switch your feet to the other side. Warrior two. So bending your knee over the ankle. Again, inhale, lengthen, exhale to bend. Warrior two. Inhale, extend. Exhale to bend. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Stay here, warrior two. Spine is nice and long, and you're sitting nice and low for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exalted, reaching up and over. Back arm can rest here. 5 deep breaths, sinking nice and low, knees above the ankle for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So coming into side angle pose, you can rest your elbow over your thigh, top arm reaches up and over, looking on the inside of your elbow, staying here, or if you want to go deeper, feel free to tense your fingers on the inside of your foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly begin to release, coming back up. Take your hands to your hips. Toes are pointing in, heels are pointing wide. And again, we're gonna do a nice big forward bend. Feels so good to stretch out the hamstrings. Taking your hands to the outside of your ankles here. Take a nice deep inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale to bow forward. And just let your spine kind of cascade, release as your head hangs, your shoulders hang. But if you feel like there's a bit too much pressure on your head, you can always lift your head so it's parallel to your heart. Go to what's comfortable for you for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna go into a gentle twist now. So taking your left hand to the center underneath your nose, right hand goes to your shoulder, looking up towards the ceiling, towards your thumb. So spine is nice and long. Give a nice deep inhale, pull in the lower belly. As you exhale, look over your shoulder. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to switch. Take your right hand underneath your nose. Guide your left shoulder up towards the ceiling for that gentle twist, looking up towards your thumb. Try to lean forward slightly towards the toes. Feel that nice hamstring stretch. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So slowly bring both hands to center. Bring your body back to center. Hands to your hips as you take a nice deep inhale, coming up all the way. And we'll do a standing balance now. So feel free to stand close to a wall if you need a wall for assistance. Just doing a nice tree pose. So with your toes can touch down, heel to your ankle, or if you like, you can go a little bit higher to your calf or all the way up into your thigh. Pressing your foot into your leg presses into your foot, standing nice and tall. Stare at something that's not moving. Hold here for 5 deep breaths. When you're ready, you can extend your arms. Open your arms nice and wide for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring your leg in front. Try to extend your leg. We're going to hold it here for 5 more breaths. Feel free to hold your leg if you like. Keep your foot flexed or bend your knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release your foot back down, and we're going to switch sides. So if you feel like, you can always have your foot close to your ankle, your calf, or inner thigh. Other hand can hold on to the wall, whatever's more comfortable for you. And you can go ahead and keep your hands on the wall, heart, or lift them up. Wherever you are, holding for 5 deep breaths. Gazing at something that's not moving, pulling in your lower belly, smiling wide through your chest. Soften your face, soften your jaw for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And so we're going to do that second balance pose with your knee bent or foot or leg extended, foot is flexed, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So slowly release, taking your feet even wider, just doing some side stretches, stretching the inner thigh on one side and on the other. Really taking your time and feeling a nice big stretch on one side and then the other. Should feel really good. One more time each side. And then we'll slowly come down to the floor. So just heel toe your feet together, coming into a low squat, knees nice and wide. If you can, take your heels to the floor. If they lift, that's okay. You can also fold your mat to provide a little bit of support for your heels if your heels seem to lift. Great work for the inner thighs and for your hips. One more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead and release. Taking yourself to the floor, and we'll do butterfly pose. So I'll just go to the side here. Taking your soles of your feet together, take a nice deep inhale, lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, allow your tailbone to tuck under, round your spine, chin towards your chest, roll yourself forward. So you feel a nice big stretch in your back. Feel free to use your arms to support you, whether you have your hands on your feet or they can be on the floor, whatever feels good. Let your head hang, let your shoulders relax. One more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead and roll yourself up. And then we're going to do a side up like dragonfly with one leg stretched out, the other foot is still in the half butterfly position. Take a nice big inhale, and then as you exhale, we'll side stretch. So keep this foot flexed, it's grounding you, keeping your body able to stretch the upper body with the bottom leg nice and heavy with your foot flexed. So you can have your arm resting on your leg, your head can rest onto your hand, other hand can go behind your head, looking up to the inside of your elbow. Feel a nice side stretch here. Nice hip opener, hamstring stretch. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, we'll counter to the other side. So reaching your hand to the side, looking up, stretching up and over. And then we'll do one more side stretch here. One more side bend. And then slowly release, switching sides. So we're going to extend one side, extend or come back to half butterfly on the other, and reach nice and tall, extending your spine. Nice big inhale, and then exhale. Again, you can rest your elbow onto your thigh, other arm rests behind your head as you look on the inside of your elbow. Take a nice deep inhale, let your chest open up towards the ceiling. Exhale to deepen the stretch. One more deep breath. And then as you exhale, release, take your hand to the side, counter stretching, reaching up and over. And then one more time, stretching your arm across your leg, reaching up and over. And then exhale, reaching over to the other side, last time. Awesome. So we're now doing both legs extended. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthening your spine. As you exhale, you can walk your hands forward. So feel free to have your hands resting in front of you, tensing your fingers. I'll just go to the side here. And a nice V shape is good. If you feel like you need some support under your butt, feel free to lift yourself up a little higher, bowing forward to whatever comfortable for you. Then you want to feel a nice hamstring stretch, lower back stretch, and then just rest your head and shoulders. Let your head hang forward. Feel free to close your eyes, focusing on deepening your breath, softening your body as we slowly wind down. One more big inhale. And one more deep exhale. Slowly press yourself back up. And we'll just do some windshield wiping. So you're going to take your feet nice and wide as your mat. And you're going to bend your knees to one side, let them drop. Let them drop to the other side. Lots of hip openers when we do prenatal yoga. Lots of strengthening for the legs and stretching of the hips. And then slowly release yourself back down. So use your legs to help roll yourself down onto your back. Take a nice big stretch. And then as you exhale, release yourself with your arms by your sides, doing a pigeon stretch. So lying pigeon with your knee bent, cross one ankle over top, and you can just gently press your leg forward towards you so you feel that nice glute stretch. Take a nice deep inhale. Feel free to close your eyes as you exhale. One more deep inhale. And exhale. So gently release. And we'll switch sides. So crossing your ankle over top, gently placing your other hand on the floor to help balance you, and using your arm behind your thigh to pull your leg gently forward. And just feeling for that nice glute stretch. If you can gently press your knee away to keep your shin parallel to your body, but if it doesn't really go there, that's okay. One more deep inhale and exhale. And then legs up the wall. So go ahead and rotate your ankles, wiggle your toes with your legs up against an imaginary wall, but also good to do against a real wall whenever you get the chance to relieve any, just it feels really good for the blood to flow away from the legs because there's lots of pressure down on your legs. So take a moment to close your eyes, rotate your ankles, even like scissoring your legs one over the other feels really good. And then when we come into Shavasana, feel free to bend your knees, toes in, knees resting on each other, just helps to lengthen the back. And you can also grab a pillow to help lift yourself up. Conveniently, I have got my dog's pillow here. You can also lie on a pillow to lift yourself a little bit higher, even lifting your head so that you're kind of on a waterfall reclined position feels better. And you can also do knees wide, feet together. So take a moment to close your eyes, have your arms by your sides, palms facing up. You can also have your arms up. That feels really good to help open up through the ribs and stretch out this area that might start to feel like it's getting cramped. So do what feels good for you. Breathing long, deep breaths. And we'll just do 3 deep breaths together. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. But if your nose is clogged up, no worries. You can always breathe through your mouth. Again, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. You can begin now to just let your breath flow easily and freely throughout your body, no longer controlling it actively, just let it flow. Clearing your mind, slowing everything down. Just embracing a few moments of stillness. And when you're ready to come out, you can slowly wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, flutter your eyes open. Gently push yourself over to one side, slowly coming up to a seated position, hands at your heart. Taking a moment to thank yourself for honoring your body, your mind, and your soul. Taking a moment of gratitude. And I thank you for joining me today. May you have strength in your bodies, peace in your minds, joy in your hearts. Namaste.